YouTube, what goes on? And welcome back to Disavowed Action Figures, bringing you a toy hunt number 421. Kicking things off here in Allentown, Lehigh Valley area, Crocs Road Target, affectionately known as the only Target in my area that carries Street Fighter, which now we're caught up for the most part. But it is one day before. It is the day before Marvel Legends is letting you buy the Marvel Legends exclusive re-release Rogue that I got all salty about a couple videos ago. So I'm curious to see if they're on the pegs here, even though I probably can't buy them yet. Or better than not, who knows, maybe they lifted the street date like they did for Jean Grey. But before we get to any of that, if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you. It does not cost you anything. It helps us grow the channel tremendously in the march to 8,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. And for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us over at Instagram at Disavowed_12. Let's see what they have inside. All right, so starting in the Transformers section here, you can see what they have bots-wise. So, again, I always say I don't notice too much new stuff when it comes to Transformers. Whoa, check this guy out. Batman and Batpod. Man, got Batman on there. It's looking pretty good. Kaiju Batman right there. Or Kaiju Superman bad guy. We got some Batman. Is that 89 right there popping up? Superman, new one. Not seeing the robot guy people are chasing. Nah, got one of those stickers though. And then we got Crypto, Drone, Simpsons, Legends territory. I don't know why it's sitting down here. We got still 4 Xaviers, long game, Toy territory. Miles, 2 of those. A bunch of Iron Mans. Spider-Mans have been sitting here for a long time. Green Goblin statue down below. Venom Spider-Man statue, sorry. Spider-Man. But that's it on this side. Let's see what the other side has to offer us. Here's wrestling real quick too. Pick through, very pick through. So on the way over, they sold this for $10. $7. I don't know if I'll go that low, but $7. I would maybe consider it just for the heck of it. I have no interest in the character. All right, so keeping it rolling. Nobody in this aisle right now. Wrestling. Looks like all the same stuff we've been seeing last few trips. Got a CM Punk top picks. That's due for store. Orton, AEW's been here for quite a while. Sting, some Jerichos down below. Got a random Rosie Chuck down there. Black Series territory, some Mandalorian stuff. Again, a lot of things that have been here for a long time. What's this one down here? I think we've seen that, the yellow shoulder pad. MOTU, Tmnt, that white 2-pack, been here a long time too. Sorry to turn it off real quick there. TMNT area. And then down here, the Jesser section, some Street Sharks. Yeah, let's go check either clearance or the collectible. So on a recent trip here in the last 2 weeks, they had a stack of Sagats and Blankas and other Street Fighter. And right now, it looks to be like almost all those are wiped out, amazingly. There was a Cammy hanging on for the longest time here. And I think even Cammy's gone. So it looks like somebody wiped out all the Street Fighters. So it's the first time in a while I haven't seen any of them here. There's even a regular Guile here too. So nothing I needed. So I'm glad some people found what they're looking for. So just ordered this on Amazon for $8. Toy Shiz put a post up. And yeah, $8. It's a deluxe. Can't beat that. So I have most of those figures. I wasn't going to collect the deluxe ones. I wasn't going to double up on character types. But for that amount of money for a deluxe, I had to do it. What's this thing here? Interactive watch. Okay. Voltron pops look kind of cool. No, I don't pop, but there are some pops here, of course. Working our way down. As you can see, we got our NECA, we got our Ben Coopers. I might start buying more of these dynamic stands. Let me know in the comments if I should get those or look to get different types that are similar to that. I do like, now that I have more space in my collection room, as I am rebuilding it, the unveiling will be, not soon, but soon enough. I'm putting some of my flying characters on those to kind of diversify the shelf a little bit, but seems to be about it. I think we're going to take a walk to the front of the store and head to an Ollie's next. See what they have. And I forgot they sold the Holothon section here, right, as you can see by the branding. So got our Eastman Turtles. Now that won't stay vacuumed, so it won't stay there. I'll fix that later. Got the Leatherhead, and you got the Shredder, another Shredder, Beetlejuice. So these are all just sitting around. These have been here for quite a while. So, okay, Ollie's time. Here, just to prove it to you, I'm going to fix it. There we go. All fixed. Yeah, a little bit of Rocky music. Get pumped up to go to Ross. Let's do it. Rising up, back to the Ross. find nothing here, but I'll take my chances. That's all I got. That's really all I got. All right, Ross on Lehigh Street, the one I come to the least, because it's technically the furthest away. Let's see what they have. All right, so back here in the peg section, we do have a Bo-Katan. I don't even see a price tag on Bo-Katan. Okay, so negotiable, I guess. Over here we have May, the Assassin. Acolyte, $5.99. Another one of her. What else? Back behind, oh, we got some more wrestling. We saw those last video, right? A different one. We have Razor Ramon here. Razor is $9.99 for that Smirk Chico. So we got a Razor. And then we have Rey Mysterio for $9.99. And another Rey Mysterio. So, oops, Simpsons here too. What's the Simpsons one? Probably Homer? Yeah, Homer. So Simpsons Homer. So there's some stuff here. We just have to check the section over there, the actual shelving area. So yeah, up front right away, more of these superstars, Walmart exclusives. Thank you to the chat and the comments for reminding me about that. All right, so that's about it figure-wise. Well, that's busted back there. So not much else here. Got a pop Owen Grady. So yeah, a little Sonic car, but that seems to be it. Nothing else here at this location. A couple cool little things we saw there. No legends. They're probably getting picked through pretty fast. Slinky Dog. All right, so let's get out of here. I think next is the Ollies. I know I said Ollies would be up now, but it just made more sense where I was geographically to come here next. But yeah, we're done here. Off to an Ollies. And worth noting, they are redoing this strip mall. They're putting a Giant in. If you remember VR Hobbies, used to love that place. That was in here. Now it's like another similar kind of setup. Just they're not there any longer. However, they're putting a Burlington in as well. So we're gonna have Ross, Burlington, Yakos, we have Yakos here. And then inside that mall, we have two what do you call it? Mercantile stores. So yeah, nice little collectible mall here. And you get a Yakos hot dog while you're here. I'm not today, it's too early, but all right, let's hit that Ollie's up. All right, gang, here we are, as promised, Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Finally got here in this video. We are at the Tillman Street in Allentown location. Let's find something good, because I'm getting tired of checking Ollie's and not finding anything good. Just Furniture loves blasting music. All right, let's go see what they have. All right, so King of the Aisle status, which is rare in the smaller stores. So I'm gonna try to show you a little bit of everything. It's been a while since I kind of did a deep dive through the entire aisle. Again, if this is your first time watching the channel, I appreciate you clicking and checking things out. They've dropped Black Panther to $4.99, trying to finally get rid of that stuff. So my theory on this store is they have a ton of stuff in the back, and they want to get rid of as much stuff out here as they can first before they bring out that newer stuff. But again, because I'm here so often, I don't usually show everything like this. I know I'm going fast because I do want to get through everything here quickly. Just in terms of not wanting to be here very long in this particular store, but just kind of give you an idea. And by the way, if I'm ever going too fast in a video, there is that setting. You could slow down the speed of the video or speed it up if you want to get through faster. So my girlfriend says I'm a serial killer because I watch things at like 1.5 speed sometimes. So trying to consume as much content as possible and then also retaining it. But yeah, so you can see here, not seeing anything really new other than maybe some price drops from $9.99 to $4.99. You see a lot of the stickers scratched off. So they probably already were marked down and they just didn't get around to every single box to do it. But yeah, this is all the typical fare I've been seeing the last few trips. I'm getting salty. I'm getting tired of coming here and not finding anything good. I get it. Maybe people are beating me to it, and that's part of the game. I have no ill will towards other collectors. But yeah, you check the same store, you get tired of it, but then you stop checking it, and then you miss out. So come on, Ollie, step up your game. You're starting to hurt my feelings here, Ollie's. Get some good stuff out here. Some good stuff cheap. The cheap is here. It's not the good stuff. And then you have the good old Black Series end cap. Look at all these. Marked out at $4.99, and they're still not selling. It's crazy. So there you have it. Pretty good look at the Ollies here on Tillman Street. And not a lot of new stuff, not a lot of action. And I'll take a quick walk through here. Here's the Genie still chilling. So a lot of this stuff's just so untouched, which is a shame because, like, okay, that I don't care about whatsoever. But like, I don't know, Peter and Wendy, I don't even think some of these toys would be great to go to some kids who, don't have a lot. So hopefully they eventually donate a lot of this stuff. I don't know what they do at Ollie's once they get sick of things collecting dust, but hopefully they don't just throw it away. Hopefully they do the right thing and find a way, Toys for Tots or something or other, just to get it out of here, So, okay, enough opining on Ollie's policies and corporate structure. Let's get out of here. And much like the Ollies in Hazleton, I'm trying to do a better job of showing you what graphic novels are here. So we got Preacher, we got She-Hulk for $7.99 with Dr. Doom in the background there. Valkyrie, some Game of Thrones stuff. And then down below I see some Batgirl coloring. And then over here, more comic book stuff. So we have Eternals. Hey, same price as the figures, right? A-Force, what's that? Jack Kirby 100 Celebrations or something. Manifest Destiny, Hawkeye, Black Lightning. So Wonder Woman. So again, $4.99. What's on a Iron Man? Superman Doomsday, $3.99. That's actually not bad at all. That's a pretty good deal. If you don't have that, we got there Ed McGuinness art. It's an art book. And then some loose comics. Wow. They actually sell loose comics here now, 79 cents. Just threw them in here. I guess they took them out of the bin and or out of the baggies and fired them in there. So yeah, there you go. It's a good quick look, at least. Not necessarily a thorough look, but it's a quick look. Here we go. Here's the baggies. And then down here they have the grab bags. I always put something good on both sides usually. And then in between, it's nothing really that great. But okay, back to toys. So this is quick flipping through this Superman book. And is this the version of the Target exclusive Cyborg Superman that McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse just put out recently? I haven't seen it yet, but I'm guessing that's supposed to be a riff on him. Now, here he doesn't have the robotic arm or leg. But I mean, it's red. It looks like Cyborg Superman. So let me know in the comments. I don't really read DC. It's been a long time, but be curious to know because it looks very similar. All right, and back to the friendly confines, although somewhat cramped, smaller toy section here of the Cedar Crest Target. Let's see what they have in here. 1 count, 2 count, 3 count. Yeah, you know what I'm going for. So restock on these upset videos. These are all over the place now. Jaws stuff, lots of things here. All right, so I was walking by, check this out. They're finally slashing this down at $49.59. So it's got to go further for people to start to buy it, I think. But there are so many of these around here. I start to wonder if they're going to be cheap enough to buy or just go to bargain stores somewhere. So they're trying though. They're trying to unload them. All right, so no movement on the 4 Electros. They're still sitting there. Up top, that Spider-Man Gamerverse has been there for a little while. Hasn't sold yet, I'm surprised. Just the one that's here. These are all Banshee. Again, long game in it there. 2, 3, 4, 5 Xaviers. That's like, what, 10 Xaviers in 2 stores already. So definitely a long game and a lot of this stuff. And again, if you watch the channel, you know I do buy stuff at regular price. I buy stuff more than regular price sometimes. If I used to get it from, CMD store or something like that. Not so much now with everything going on with the tariffs and whatnot. But so yeah, I don't mind buying something full price if I really want it. But the thing is, when I see it flood a store and it's not moving and it's still online everywhere, you got to make the smart decision. If something you really, really want in your collection, then jump at it right away. Don't take a chance on missing out. But most of the time you can wait. But other than that, wrestling here, quick little look. Not a lot going on that's new. All the stuff we've been seeing pretty much. Star Wars little guys, Star Wars big guys, MOTU down into the Turtles, and then of course the Jester section. So not much here, not much in this store. I guess I got closer to reset. Just like I was saying, look at all these Joker mobiles that are here. So these are all on sale already. One has to wonder how cheap they're going to go until they just start unloading them on a bargain store. So all right, I think we're done at this location, and we'll head out. We'll see where we go next. Probably another Target, or maybe actually probably another Ross. All right, so Ross, Dress for Less, number 2 of the video. And I'll tell you what, I'm curious, what is the better bargain store right now, Ross or Ollie? So I'll tell you what, we'll keep it fair. We'll do our second Ross right now. We'll do another Ollie's later in this video, and we'll let them fight it out and see which bargain store is the current winner. And we'll see, maybe it'll be the Ross, the summer of Ross versus the summer of Ollie's. I don't know, but all I know is could be a win, could be a loss. You don't know unless you go and check your Ross. All right, so these were here last time I swung through. So Tatanka is still here. We got a Thanos basic in the back, a Boss Man, an Angle. So that's 6 different superstar wrestlers that we've seen at Ross today, including last time we were here. So right now, I think Ross been a pretty good fight for what the number 1 bargain store is. Plus, it's got this awesome looking thing, right? But yeah, 6 Walmart exclusive WWE superstars. Pretty good so far. I think Ross is gonna be hard to beat on this hunt, considering Ollie's had next to nothing. So I mean, in terms of overall stock, obviously Ollie's has a ton more stock, but it's seriously dust-covered figures that they've had to cut the $4.99 that they can't sell. So I'm basing this little bargain fight on new products, things that are new in the last couple of weeks or so that are showing off, not based on just dusty stacks of stuff. So I mean, Ollie's could turn it around. I know they've been getting the exclusive wrestling stuff in recently from Mattel, I believe. The 2-packs with Ricky Steamboat and $1 Million Man. You know, something like that could definitely trump the Superstars figures. So it's gonna take something big though, because right now, again, Ollie's, that last store, oof, nothing relatively new at all. But here's a quick pan of what the stuff they have here. Some Star Wars stuff up top, some Squadron stuff. But I think that's it. I think we're heading to, I don't even know where we're going next. We'll have to find out. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. Ollie's Catasauqua Road. We're going to see if they have anything in here that does any better than what the 2 previous Rosses had. And we'll declare a bargain store winner, at least for today, for this current hunt. All right, so the Legends end cap, it looks to be all pretty much the same stuff at the same prices. So nothing here so far that's worth writing home about. All right, so again, other than some dusty old figures that they can't sell, they definitely are going to lose to Ross. So the win goes to Ross, Dress for Less, for the best current bargain store toy hunting. Again, at least here in the Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania area of the country. I know there are some people who are finding some really cool things at Ollie's, mostly down south in the southeastern section of this side of the country, but not here. So Ross is the winner. So I'll take one more walk through to make sure there's nothing else here. But other than that, I think we're going to Target across the highway, and we're probably gonna end this hunt here. Okay, question of the week time. It's been a while since we did a good old question of the week. The question is, in your current area when you go toy hunting, what store is better, Ross or Ollie's Bargain Outlet? Again, I've spoken on my area. Let me know about your area and what it's like for you in the comments below. All right, so the Transformer section is right here, as you can obviously see. Got a Batmobile down below. We got a Superman statue. Riddler with the stupid stickers. Another sticker doesn't need to be on there. Still have a Viper hanging out here. So they did have all the new Joes. Oh, there's another one here too. So still 2 Vipers that are chilling. Cool to see those. On the wrong peg, we'll put it up there anyway. Multiverse is what we usually see. Got a Baroness, all these Chucks. We saw at least probably, what, close to 20, 17 to 20 of those today. All these Banshees. Sorry, I had to pump the brakes there for a minute. All these Banshees, look at them all. So definitely long game on Chuck and on Banshee. Still the Electro here, that's going to clearance as well. So, and then all these 2 things that don't sell. I'm sorry, they sit here. Back behind, we got 2 Hulksters with the ribbon in the mouth. We got a Ron Simmons, so Rosie, Godfather. So again, nothing jumping new and no oopsies here. They didn't put out the new Legends too early. I might scan my barcode out of curiosity, see if they have any here in the back. Not that they can sell them yet anyway, but Jesser section. All right, let's go see what's in the NECA area. All right, so back wall collectors section, definitely being taken over by Pops. So we'll go check the mid NECA section, which is where they tend to put all the good NECA stuff anymore here. All right, so it is Sunday, June 22nd. I'm back at Target here on Crocs Road. And the reason today is significant is because today is the day the X-Men 97 reissues of Wolverine and Rogue's street dates are lifted. So I already have a Wolverine that I did pick up at store in the front of the store. So I wanted to see if they're on pegs or not. I don't see them here. I'm going to check a couple of stores out of curiosity, see if anything's on the pegs. But yeah, I'm supposed to be able to pick one up at the front. So let's go see if I was able to get that. And then we're going to check and see if we can find the Rogue anywhere. The Rogue I could not find on the app. So let's go see in the front of the store if they actually set aside what they're supposed to, or if I'm just going to get some random thing that they threw for me. All right, thank you. You too. Yep. All right, so let's check her out, make sure we got the right thing there. Bring her right over and take a peek. And yeah, we're good. There it is. Got our Wolverine. All right, so it started the rain, so I had to jump in the car here. So yeah, there's the Wolverine. So I do have one. I found one at Wolverine super early when these first came out. I actually did a review of it early on. So yeah, I wanted one for the wall. I don't know how rare they're going to be. Card's a little bit jacked up, but not terrible. There is the barcode, and I'll put the DPCI right here on the screen as well. But yeah, I went right on the app and just hit, add to cart and picked it up that way and picked it up in front of the store. So I might check 1 or 2 more stores now out of curiosity to see if I can find any on pegs to see how readily available they actually are. But yeah, there you go. There's DPCI. There's your barcode if you're looking for it. Get out there and see what you can find. And really quickly here, you can see also they do not have them out here either at the Cedar Crest store. So let's keep moving. Check the 2 targets. Why not, right? Real quick clips. All right, so Airport Road Target, the aisle was pretty packed. I couldn't film in there, but I looked around and did not have Wolverine or Rogue out for purchase here either. So again, release date, they didn't get it out, which I guess it's, you know, not to be expected to be out immediately, but I just realized I thought that was I thought that was one combined phone. It's a Mo phone with the Five Nights Freddy thing. But okay, let's go check one more Target. I'm curious to see if they have any out for display there. All right, final check. Whoa, hear that thunder? I saw a big lightning bolt on the way or two. Final check, we're gonna see what they have here. This is the store, Dryland Way, Easton Target, who would not sell me the Rogue last week. So let's see if they have any out. All right, success. We have a Rogue. Now here's the thing, will it still be register locked and will they jam me? So I'm gonna go try to check out with this and see what happens. If they jam me again, I may never come back to this Target ever again. So will they or won't they? Let's go find out. Simple question, will they or won't they? They will or they won't. All right, so it should no longer be register locked. Let's see if it works. There's the barcode if that helps anybody. And we're good. Looks like the answer is they will. Of course I didn't want that. All right, so it worked out in the end. It was a little bit salty, getting shot down earlier on, stupid street dates, but eventually they get lifted. Just, again, persistence. Thanks for watching. If you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you, does not cost you anything, and it helps us grow the channel tremendously on the march to 8,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button for daily toy content and daily toy updates. Try checking us out over at Instagram at Disavowed_12. Hey everybody, if you're going toy hunting this week, please try to remember the 3 P's of the toy hunt: patience, persistence, most of all, politeness. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing all of you in the thunder at the pegs.